Hi, today I will be listening to Something Beautiful by Miley Cyrus. To give you some context as to where I'm at with Miley's music going into this, I've heard one of her albums, Plastic Hearts, and I mostly liked it. I've always really loved Miley's voice. She has one of my favorite voices in pop music, but I've just never really connected with her music. I also realized that I think I just lied because I definitely owned one of her CDs when I was a kid. Hold on. I did own Breakout, but I don't think I've listened to it since like 2009, so I don't really think that counts. As always, social media linked below and everything. Full uncut reaction will be on Patreon, and obviously, let me know how you feel about the album, subscribe to the channel, all that stuff. Okay, getting into it with Prelude. Very intense.
Like when following an image from a train. Your eyes can't keep the passing landscapes from being swallowed into endless distance. Like when holding a fistful of ashes. Like walking alone through a lucid dream. Saying your name aloud in an empty room. Like witnessing my body standing in a mirror is a prayer that longs to be shared.
This is not what I was expecting. Alrighty then. That was not how I thought that album would open. That is not something that I thought I would hear on a Miley Cyrus album. It was very dramatic, but I like dramatic, so that's a good thing with me. There's a lot going on. It sounded like there was like a robot-y effect on her voice. I really like the strings. I love a good string section. Yeah, my interest is piqued. So I guess it did its job as an intro. Let's keep going with Something Beautiful, the title track.
Tell me something beautiful tonight, until your lips turn blue. Said I don't want to talk about it for too long.
A little jazzy.
Watching the ducks cry into the sunrise.
I really like her country twang when she sings. I think it's very charming.
Rain, spot, send home the guards and lay down your arms. Great golden bone, bone. I'm losing my focus. I'm locking up my night. I'm confessing. So
That is noisy.
yes. Tell me something beautiful, yeah, about this world.
What the hell?
And I'm in your bones, as
I'm
deep
very
as the
shocked.
ocean, so don't let me go.
In a good way.
No, no. Flash, bang, spark, lighten up the dark. Boom, boom.
Gonna do it again.
I'm losing my focus. Yes.
Oh my god. This song fucking rocks.
I'm losing my confessing. So obsessed. Yes.
This is very noisy for like a mainstream them. It's like way more abrasive than anything I would ever expect to hear from her. Whoa. Okay, hold on. I like that a lot. Definitely my favorite Miley Cyrus song I have ever heard, ever, already, on first listen. I can tell you that for sure. I was not prepared for this album to sound like this. But I am so down. Oh my god, I am so down. I was not paying attention to the lyrics at all. I was, longing for something beautiful that lasts beyond just a moment. Miley expresses her desires, both something gentle but also hiding in shades of violent hues as her cravings become inescapable. Okay, yeah, I was not paying attention to the words at all because I was like way too focused on the way that song just like exploded. And I do like the jazzy verses on it. I think they're really nice, but like that switch up in the chorus is so fucking cool. I'm so excited. You know, it is currently 7:05 a.m. I'm filming this very early because I woke up and couldn't fall back asleep, so I was like, fuck it, let's do a video. And that just like jolted me awake. This album is starting off really strong. I am liking this so much more than I thought I would, and I'm really, really excited about that. It's always really cool when that happens. Okay, I guess let's get into End of the World. I'm like still in shock from the last one. I'm like kind of speechless a little bit in a very good way.
Today you woke up and you told me that you wanted to cry. The sky was falling like a comet on the 4th of July.
I've definitely heard this. It sounds very familiar.
Baby, you've been thinking about the future like it's already yours. Let's pretend it's not the end of the world. Let's pretend it's not the end of the world.
I mean, this makes sense as a single. It sounds very summery.
Let's spend the dollars you've been saving on a Mercedes Benz. Show me how you told me if tomorrow was coming for sure. Let's pretend it's not the end of the world. Let's pretend it's not the end of the world.
I guess apocalypse pop is very in right now. I wonder why.
Ooh, let's go to Paris. I don't care if we get lost in the scene. Paint the city like Picasso would have done in his dreams. Through the days that we were way too terrified of before. Let's pretend it's not the end. Let's pretend it's not the end of the world. Let's pretend it's not the end of the world.
I thought that one was pretty good, but I definitely did not like it as much as the first two, which is to be expected because I think she's gonna have a really hard time topping Something Beautiful for me. Like, I would be very shocked if coming out of this, that's not my favorite song on the album. But you know what's great about Miley is that even in songs that I don't love, her voice still sounds great. I always enjoy it. I don't know, it's catchy. It makes sense as a single. If I wanted to be really nitpicky, I could point out that these lyrics don't really make any sense. Like, show me how you told me if tomorrow wasn't coming for sure. Let's pretend it's not the end of the world. Like, just a direct contradiction. But I'm not going to overthink it. It's fine. It's fine. Moving on to More to Lose.
The more I stay, the less I go. We're toe to toe, but I'm hanging on the wire. Stumble down the same road before. A movie star in a worn-out coat. Yeah, throw away my mind, and it happens all the time.
That's so really pretty.
I'll stay when the ecstasy is far away. And you said, but I wish it wasn't true. I knew someday that one would have to choose. I just thought we had more to lose. I try to chase when you're running through my mind. 'Cause girl, you're looking like a movie star in a worn-out coat. So I throw away my mind, and it happens all the time. I knew someday that one would have to choose. I just thought we had more to
Love the songs. Of course it has a keychain. Of course it does. This is kind of the sound I was expecting from this album. This is what I thought it would be. The lyrics of this one are very relatable when you like find out that your relationship with someone is like not as meaningful to them as it is to you. I think we've all been there, unfortunately. I mean, it was definitely, you know, a little bit slower, a little bit more laid back, but I think that makes sense. It helps give the lyrics a bit more meaning. It also really shows off her voice. She's good at sounding really passionate. I think her voice conveys emotion really, really well, and I love that. I don't know, again, not like a super standout for me, but I thought it was pretty. I liked it. Moving on to Interlude 1. I feel like I'm in like an action movie. I'm just gonna let it play into Easy Lover, but it was cool. I like the vocals in the back.
You're my baby. You're the only one. You drive me crazy. But I still miss you when you're gone. Every second, every hour.
Oh my god, listen to that bass.
You got the love I always needed. Taught me the horses and I still wouldn't leave you. But you're not an easy lover.
I've definitely heard this chorus before. On the radio or TikTok or something.
And so I call, let it burn. You got the love I always needed. Taught me the horses and I still wouldn't leave you. But you're not an easy lover. You got the love I always needed. Tell me the horses, I still wouldn't leave it. L&B. But you're not an easy lover. No, I just can't give you up. 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 But you're not an easy lover.
I'm assuming that one is a single, because I've definitely heard part of it before, which makes sense, because the chorus is very catchy. I think it's gonna get stuck in my head. It feels a little bit more like laid back than the other songs. Like it's not as, emotionally intense, but I think it's cool. It kind of feels like one of those songs that's just like existed forever. It's like very timeless. I feel like you could have released that at so many points in music and people still would have loved it. Let's get into Interlude 2. This sounds kind of crazy. There are a lot of different sounds and influences going on so far in this album, but nothing feels out of place. Like it all flows together really well somehow. Saying that music is ambitious has always felt really condescending to me for some reason, but I do think it's true in this case. And I feel like if there's any pop star out there who should be willing to get like a little weird with it, it's Miley. And I say that as a compliment. Like she's always seemed more creative to me than her music was. And I'm glad that her music is like finally reflecting her personality for me. And like, I'm not saying that it's like the most experimental thing I've ever heard, obviously, but for like a mainstream pop star, this is like kind of out there. So it sounds like she's pushing herself, and I really appreciate that. We'll see what it's leading into, but like even just as an individual song, I thought that was cool. All right, that's enough talking about an interlude. Golden Burning Sun is next.
I'll tell everyone you're the only one I want. Can I have you if I never let you down? I had a dream and saw a vision. We built a house that we could live in. Can I have you if I never let you down? Surrender.
I'm trying so hard not to make this whole video about how much I'm in love with her voice.
And I'll never
But just know, I'm always thinking about how much I love her voice.
Angels are real, I see them coming, but they won't ever catch up if we're running. I know we're young, but it doesn't last. You're the only one under the golden burning sun. Can I have you if I never let you down? Surrender. I didn't notice. I'm just so lost in this moment. You're the only one under the golden burning sun. Can I have you if I never let you down?
Another very relatable sentiment of like wanting to hide the bad parts of yourself so that someone likes you better. I know literally nothing at all about Miley's personal life, so I could be way off. This gives me the vibe of an album that was made in like the beginning stages of a relationship, but I could totally be wrong. I like the sentiment. I like the lyrics. It's not my favorite song on the album by any means. It felt very nostalgic. I don't know what it made me nostalgic for, but it did. Again, her vocals sound very passionate, so it's not a standout, but I think it's very well done. What I do want to say now that I saw what the interlude was leading into. I like how the interludes are there to break up the more like low-key songs, because I think when I first looked at the track list with Prelude, Interlude 1, and Interlude 2 all in the first half of the album, I was like, why? But it makes sense. I think they actually add to the flow very, very nicely, because if More to Lose, Easy Lover, and Golden Burning Sun were all in a row, I think I would have gotten pretty bored, frankly. So I like that they're there to kind of break up those songs. So yeah, I like what they do for the flow of the album, and I also think they're just really interesting on their own. So I think, yeah, the order of the track so far is like perfect. I think she nailed that. Let's move on. Walk of Fame featuring Brittany Howard. That like high vocal in the back is giving me Small Town Boy vibes. You know that song?
Every day, every night, it's all the same.
Oh.
Hunger cries are calling out my name.
Okay, yeah. Let's get dancey. I'm into it.
Beg me to stay. Every day, every night, it's all the same. I walk the concrete like it's a stage. Ooh, yeah, it's a walk of fame. And through the tears, I can see it so clear. Walk away every night. Looking for a place to hide. And you could be that somewhere. Is that alright? Yeah, I could grab
There's something about this instrumental that feels so intense. I like it.
Walk away. It's time you start going insane. Gotta walk away. Gotta walk away. It's time I walk. It's a walk of fame. Yeah, yeah. It's a walk of fame.
That did not feel like 6 minutes. That felt a lot shorter, which is a very good sign. I really loved that. Oh my god. I really loved the instrumental. Like I said, it has like an intensity to it that I really enjoyed. There's so much energy in that song. There were parts of it that gave me like New Order vibes, which is a huge compliment from me. And I must say, I don't really know much about Brittany Howard's music, but I think she really killed it. I think that vocal in the background, you know, did a lot for the song. So one of my favorites. I really enjoyed that, and I could see myself listening to it a lot because it is very fun. Next is Pretend You're God.
In my dreams I see your face. It hits me like 1,000 trains. I don't wanna wake up if you're gone. Do you still love me? I gotta know. Hold me in your arms, pretend it's your God. Break the stars for me one by one. I'll give you what you want. Pretend
That one was very 90s. I thought the sound of it was really cool. It was like a slight touch kind of trip hoppy, which I think is really cool. I don't know. It had a nice groove to it. I actually don't really know how I feel about that one on first listen. I think I'm gonna have to listen to it again sometime. Yeah, I feel kind of mixed on that one. It does seem to definitely tie into the lyrical theme that I'm noticing, which I think is kind of like, I don't know, it seems like a lot of these songs are about finding love through anxiety, if that makes sense. Like, sorry, it's early. Bear with me. I don't know how I feel about that one. I think I liked it, but I'm gonna have to hear it again. I'm not sure. Okay, let's get into Every Girl You've Ever Loved featuring Naomi Campbell. I am aware that Naomi Campbell released music. I'm assuming like in the 90s. I don't know anything about it. This felt like a very strange feature to me while looking at the track list, but I am excited to see what it sounds like. A lot of saxophone on this album. This one is also really fun. I like this one. She speaks the perfect French is a very funny line to me.
Still, she's never late. She's got that kind of grace. Did Botticelli paint her face?
It's definitely giving a bit of Vogue and Madonna. Actually, speaking of Madonna, you know what this album kind of reminds me of? Bear with me. Is Ray of Light. Not sonically, but in the sense that they're both albums by pop artists that I like but didn't fully connect with. And then I hear an album like this, or Ray of Light, and I'm like, oh damn, I didn't know you had that in you. Yeah, another really fun one. You know what I really appreciate also is that she's giving these songs a lot of time to build. Like that one was like 5 minutes and some. So they have time to like evolve and get better as they go on, which is something that I think is missing in a lot of pop music these days. So yeah, another really great one, another favorite of mine. All right, next is Reborn.
If I give you all of my love. Lightning strikes again. If heaven exists, I've been there before. Kill my ego. Let's be reborn. If heaven exists.
feels like we're leading into something acoustic. Okay. I really like the final bridge and interlude part of that song. I thought that was really pretty. I wouldn't say it's a super standout to me on the album. I'm not blown away on first listen like I was with some of the others, but I liked it. I like the sentiment. I guess we'll see where the closer goes. We'll see what it's leading up to. Final song is Give Me Love. That's really pretty. I will say this album sounds immaculate. It's very, very well done.
The dawn of creation, a cityscape we paint in the dark. There's a castle between this obscene blue horizon. Ah, give me love, give me love, give me love. Ah, give me love, give me love, give me love. There's a tower that's made of risque root temptation. My love is laid with boundaries erased once you get past the grave. Behind the curtain, tear her away. Ah, give me love, give me love, give me love. Give me love, give me love, give me love. Give me love, give me love, give me love. So I say my goodbyes to the earthly delights while my perfect Eden goes down in flames. I'm eaten alive by the mouth of a monster while fearlessly calling out your name.
It's kind of a dark note to end on. Whoa. It sounds like she's in her Björk era with this with this sound. Anytime I hear flutes, I just think of Björk. I can't see myself going back to that one on its own, but I do like it as a closer. Yeah, an interesting note to end on. I think the last two tracks had maybe some of the most emotional lyrics on the album. This went a lot better than I thought it would, to be honest. But yeah, I am impressed. I'm really glad I checked this out. I guess as far as favorite songs go, Something Beautiful is still my favorite. I also really loved Walk of Fame and Every Girl You've Ever Loved. I would say those are my top three. But I also thought both the interludes were really cool too. So overall, I think this is a really strong album. I'll definitely have to revisit some of the songs. I mean, I do have to point out that my opinions usually change a lot after my first listen. More of this, please. That was great. And you know what I really liked about this overall is that it just sounds like she's passionate about the music. I feel like she's making what she wants to make, and I love that energy. So yeah, a lot of highlights on this album for me. I'm very, very pleasantly surprised with this. And yeah, I guess that's all. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you thought about the album. Let me know what your favorite songs are. Have a great rest of your day, and bye.